There is a tiny gland hidden right in the center of your brain, so small that most people live and die without ever knowing it exists. It's called the pineal gland, and it's not a minor detail. It's the main switch for your intuition, of a mental clarity that goes beyond normal thinking, and of states of consciousness that almost no one truly gets to explore. Now comes what they almost never tell you. What you eat every day can activate that inner power or shut it down completely. Literally. This gland, shaped like a pine cone and located at the exact center of the brain, controls much more than traditional medicine is willing to acknowledge. Of course, it regulates sleep, we know that, but in the oldest spiritual traditions, Egypt, India, Tibet, the Hermetic schools, it had another name. The third eye. And it's the portal to the invisible, the gateway to levels of consciousness that go beyond what your five senses can perceive. And here is where the real problem appears, one that's silent and devastating. The pineal gland can become blocked, it can slowly calcify year after year due to invisible toxins from foods we eat on autopilot, from subtle poisons that we've already normalized in the modern diet. When that happens, something inside you shuts down. Intuition becomes weak. The spiritual connection starts to erode. That sense of direction, of clarity, of being aligned starts to fade away like a light running out of oxygen. You feel disconnected, mentally foggy, lost. And even so, there is a truth that sets you free. None of this is permanent. Your pineal gland is not damaged. It's asleep. Calcified by neglect, not by destiny. And the most amazing thing is that you can wake it up again, clean it, reactivate it, and regain access to inner abilities you thought were no longer there. And no, you don't need strange rituals or impossible esoteric techniques. The path begins with something absurdly simple, with what you put on your plate every day. Your food choices always decide whether your pineal gland stays off or turns back on. Let's get down to basics. There are 5 specific foods that work as direct allies of the pineal gland. They're not super expensive supplements or secret formulas. They're common foods, easy to find, but with a real effect. So real that when you incorporate them intentionally, your pineal gland responds, and quickly. The first ally is citrus fruit, oranges, lemons, tangerines, grapefruits. They are loaded with vitamin C and antioxidants that help expel toxins that have accumulated in the pineal gland over the years. But they don't just cleanse, they alkalize the body, reduce inflammation, and facilitate the flow of energy your system needs to function clearly. A simple gesture that makes a difference. Upon waking up, a glass of warm water with freshly squeezed lemon. Nothing mystical, nothing complicated. But this habit activates a cleansing process that prepares your mind and body from the very start of the day. The second key food is pineapple. Yes, that tropical fruit that many people eat without a second thought. It contains bromelain, a powerful enzyme that reduces inflammation and thoroughly cleanses the digestive system. And when the body becomes less inflamed, the mind and the pineal gland notice it. On a spiritual level, pineapple is not just a fruit. It is associated with high frequencies, with states of gratitude and genuine joy. And here comes a simple but powerful gesture. While you eat it mindfully, imagine a golden light coming out from the center of your brain, cleansing and charging your pineal gland. This isn't fantasy, it's directed focus. The third ally is raw cacao. Make sure it's real cacao, not industrial chocolate disguised with tons of sugar. Pure cacao is a serious superfood, rich in magnesium, loaded with powerful antioxidants, and with the ability to stimulate serotonin, which opens up a sense of well-being, presence, and genuine spiritual openness. A special moment. Prepare a hot drink of raw cacao before meditating or before any inner practice. Not to feel good, but to fine-tune your mental state. The fourth is seaweed. Spirulina and chlorella specifically have an incredible ability to remove heavy metals from the body. Metals that slowly accumulate in the pineal gland and affect its function without you noticing. Something simple. Add a teaspoon of spirulina to your green smoothie in the morning. Daily detox, no drama. The fifth and final ally is red and purple fruits. Blueberries, blackberries, dark grapes. They are full of antioxidants and flavonoids that protect your brain from oxidative damage and help revitalize the pineal gland. Now that you know what strengthens it, it's time to talk about what sabotages it. Because yes, there are foods that are shutting you down from the inside without asking for permission. The first and probably the most aggressive is fluoride. It's in the water you drink, in the toothpaste you use as a primary ingredient, or even as additives. They're everywhere. It's a major cause of pineal gland calcification or blockage. The worst part is it's everywhere, but you can protect yourself. Use fluoride-free toothpaste and filter your water.
Está en todas partes, pero no estás indefenso. Cambia a una pasta dental sin fluoruro. Filtra tu agua.
Be conscious about what enters your body. The second poison is refined sugar. It not only inflames the body, but also completely destabilizes your energy. It's addictive. It creates brutal highs and crashes, and it causes blockages that make it almost impossible to maintain elevated states of consciousness. Real alternatives? Raw honey and coconut sugar sweetened without working against you. The third are ultra-processed foods. Bags, boxes, frozen foods, ready in minutes, full of preservatives, artificial colors, and trans fats that intoxicate the body and damage the pineal gland in the long run. It's not an exaggeration, it's accumulation. A better option is fresh, simple, homemade food. Nothing fancy, just real. The fourth is processed meats, sausages, bacon, hot dogs, loaded with nitrates and chemicals that affect both the body and your energy. They have a heaviness to them, and you can feel it when you try to elevate your inner state. Direct advice: minimize or eliminate them. Replace them with plant-based proteins or truly high-quality organic meats. And the fifth one, the most normalized of all, is sodas and artificial drinks. A lot of sugar, a lot of chemicals, zero awareness. It satisfies, adds to your waistline, and shuts down any attempt at inner connection. A better alternative: sparkling water with lemon, natural teas without sugar, drinks that cleanse instead of pollute. When you remove those 5 foods from your diet, you're not just taking things away, you're creating space. Space for energy to start moving again, for the pineal gland to begin to awaken. And here comes the key point that almost no one truly understands. The moment you consciously choose what you eat, your body responds much faster than you imagine. The pineal gland isn't slow, it was just turned off. This awakening isn't just physical. It's not something that's only noticeable on the outside. It's a profound change that touches every part of your life. When you start nourishing your pineal gland, mental clarity feels almost immediate. Your intuition sharpens, becomes stronger, more precise, more alive. That inner voice that was always there stops sounding distant. It starts speaking clearly again. And when you eliminate what blocks this process, something just as important happens. Your energy stops crashing against internal obstacles. It starts to flow. The connection with your higher self is strengthened, with that part of you that doesn't age, that doesn't doubt, that is linked to a greater intelligence. Now imagine this: living with a clear mind, making decisions with such strong intuition that you just know what to do. Feeling a connection with the universe that doesn't break in the face of daily chaos. This isn't fantasy or cheap spiritual marketing. It's the natural result of a clean, active pineal gland functioning as it was designed. When you align your diet with this purpose, something starts to move on many different levels. Not only does your body change, but the way you perceive reality also changes. You start to see beyond the obvious. You feel beyond the physical. You live from a place of coherence with your true potential, without that constant feeling of being limited. The ancients knew it. That's why, in all real esoteric traditions, food was never something trivial. Eating was a sacred act, not an unconscious routine. Your body is a living temple. Everything you eat is a silent message about who you are and who you are becoming. When you understand this, every meal stops being automatic and becomes a real act of self-love, a conscious decision to honor your evolution. And everything starts small. Today, add those 5 foods that awaken your pineal gland. Start gradually removing the silent poisons. Try it for a week, 7 days. You will notice the change. In a month, your inner state will be different. Pure mental clarity, magnetic intuition, solid and real spiritual connection. And no, this doesn't stop at feel-good beliefs or naive magical thinking. Modern science, using different language, is starting to confirm what the ancient sages already knew. The pineal gland produces melatonin, yes, but it also generates compounds that directly influence consciousness, perception, and the way you access realities that go beyond what your usual senses can picture. The neuroscientist Stephen Porges demonstrated that by activating the vagus nerve, the entire nervous system changes. From fear to calm, from defensive mode to openness. Exactly the same internal change that happens when you start to nourish your pineal gland with intention. And Bruce Lipton, the pioneer in cellular biology, explained something key. Our cells respond to the vibration of the environment and to the emotions we hold day after day. They don't just listen to what you eat, they listen to how you live. Neuroplasticity makes that clear. Your brain is being reprogrammed all the time according to what you eat, the thoughts you focus on intensely, and the decisions you repeat every day. When you choose foods that cleanse and stimulate your pineal gland, it's not symbolic. You are reconfiguring your mind toward higher states of consciousness. However, if you feel like you know a lot but put little into practice, this is your blind spot. For 30 days, you can access audiobooks for free that help reset your mind while you walk, work out, or drive. It's to motivate you. It's to reprogram you. The link is in the description. Go in, read, try Audible for free, and decide later. No commitment, but with consequences. On the other hand, the pineal gland is not only involved in rest, it produces serotonin, the molecule of real well-being, not artificial euphoria. And it also naturally produces DMTD, a substance linked to mystical experiences, lucid dreams, and extraordinary states of perception. The energy that was previously used to sustain trauma, inflammation, and internal blockage is now released. It becomes clarity, awakened intuition, a purpose that feels authentic and aligned with who you are. It's as if the body comes out of a long, heavy sleep and suddenly remembers who it is. You don't need to run away from your body, not to awaken spiritually. On the contrary, your body is the perfect tool for that transformation. The union between science and spirituality is neither a coincidence nor a trend. It's the rediscovery of a unique truth that has always been there. You are more than you were taught to believe. Your body doesn't stop your evolution. It's the entryway. It's the portal to the greatness you've always carried within. Now that you know what your pineal gland really does, that you know what activates it and what silently shuts it down, you come to a key decision, one that sets the course. You can close this video and go back to exactly the same thing to the same habits, to the same disconnection, letting your pineal gland stay asleep, calcified by more years of mindless neglect. Or you can choose something else. You can choose to wake up. Choose to become someone with clear intuition, with a strong and real spiritual connection, with a life in alignment with your deepest purpose. I propose an experiment simple but powerful. For a whole week, eliminate the 5 blockers, sodas, refined sugar, processed meats, ultra-processed foods, and fluoride in your water. And at the same time, consciously integrate the 5 activators: citrus fruits, pineapple, raw cacao, seaweed, and red and purple fruits. Do it with intention. Each bite is an act of respect toward yourself, a conscious decision in support of your growth. The ancient masters understood this clearly, and we have forgotten it. Eating isn't just about nourishing the body, it is alchemy. It is sacred transformation. It is living alchemy, matter transforming into spirit. When you eat with awareness, when you choose each food with real intention, you are recognizing your body for what it has always been, a temple, not a machine. If you made it this far, you're not just a viewer, you're part of the percentage that actually pays attention. Write in the comments, "My mind is waking up not for me, for you to leave proof that you didn't go through this journey on autopilot." Your pineal gland isn't asking for strange rituals or impossible techniques. It doesn't need a show. It needs attention, presence, a firm decision to say, "I deserve to wake up. I deserve clarity. I deserve to feel that deep connection I've been searching for outside myself for years." All of that is on the other side of a door, and that door is guarded by your pineal gland. The good news is this: the key is already yours. It's in every daily choice, in everything you eat without thinking or with awareness. Start today, not tomorrow, not when you have time, not with the next miracle diet. Today. Because every day you put it off is another day your soul keeps waiting to be heard. Your real freedom, your true spiritual power doesn't come from anything external. It is born from within, and it starts very specifically with what you decide to put on your plate every day.